Hello my friends, Amy Esther here, and today is week 23 of my pregnancy. I have been doing weekly pregnancy updates for you this whole pregnancy, and it's crazy that we are already to week 23. I'm kind of in that middle of pregnancy kind of calm where nothing big is really happening. Pregnancy-wise, the first trimester, you're dealing with morning sickness and the extreme fatigue, and first trimester is just rough. And then second trimester, there's a lot of changes at the beginning, and then I'm kind of at the point now where we're just kind of like coasting, waiting to get into that third trimester so that this baby can get here. Kind of getting to that point where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to meet my baby, even though I'm not even in the third trimester yet. But I'm just kind of in that coasting phase where I don't know how to explain it. I'm just kind of tired of being pregnant, I guess. But whatever, we are here and I'm very, very happy to be pregnant. I'm just tired. I just want my baby, basically, right? So hoping that the next little bit of pregnancy goes by quickly. I guess we'll see. So this week, I just realized I forgot to check my weight. So I will post it right here. This is how much I weigh this week. And I have been I have been sharing my weight as well as like symptoms and everything. If you've missed any of my pregnancy updates, I have a playlist linked in the description below where you can see all my pregnancy updates that I do every single week. And at the end of the pregnancy, I will do a full progression video where you'll see my belly shot from week 4 to 40, and I'm really excited for that to come as well. So, sorry, I should not be thinking about the end. We are in the middle right now. I should be happy and content to be in the middle of my pregnancy. I have been feeling lots of baby kicks, which is really fun. I love this stage of baby kicks, where you just know that he's okay. I can feel them and just know, okay, everything's okay. He's still doing well. He's still healthy. And I've been trying to teach my daughter. I have a daughter who is 19 months, around there, around 19 months old. And I'm trying to teach her that there's a baby in my belly. And I'm not sure if she totally understands yet, but if I ask her where mommy's baby is, she'll point to my belly and she knows what her baby is. She's like a baby doll. And if she ever sees a baby, like she knows that's a baby. So maybe it's clicking in her brain. I'm not sure yet, but I did have her feel my belly this morning, see if she could feel those kicks. Of course, she probably has no idea what that is, but I'm trying to teach that to her. So we'll see if she even understands when baby brother comes in August. It is right now, for those of you who are watching in the future, we are currently in May. Yeah, sorry. My days and weeks are getting all messed up. It's May, and we're still in that kind of like quarantine virus thing that's going on. Supposedly here in Utah, we were supposed to have a soft reopen May 1st, which was a few days ago as I'm filming this. And that has not really happened. Seems like everything's still kind of going the same. I think some restaurants are letting people in and there's like a few things going on, but still we're kind of in that quarantine stage. So I feel like that's another reason why I'm just kind of getting into this like, okay, can it just be August now? I'm kind of sick of this like day to day. I'm doing the same thing every day. I can't really go out. I can't really hang out with friends or do anything because of this virus that is kind of locking all of us inside. And so I'm just kind of in this rut, I guess you would call it, of I'm just in this coasting period. I'm just like, okay, let's get through this. Let's get on to the next phase of life. Let's have my baby. Let's be able to go back out and do things. And yeah, I think that combined with the middle of pregnancy is just making me feel kind of, I don't know what the word is, but like the opposite of content, right? I just feel like something's missing in my life. I need to be to the next phase of my life, if that makes sense. So anyway, this has been kind of a crazy time. We have been moving into our basement. For those of you who follow along on Instagram, or seen, I think I talked about my last week, but we had been renting out our basement and our renters moved out and we decided not to rent anymore after they moved. And so we moved our space downstairs. We needed more room for the baby and we're just outgrowing the space we were living in up here. Our house is pretty small as is, but in order to, make financial sense when we really didn't need any more space. We had been renting out our basement for the first few years that we owned this house. And now we're moving on there. So I do have things to do because I am cleaning and organizing, but because I have a lot of chronic fatigue and pain, I have a hard time really getting it all done, if that makes sense. There's still a lot to do. And because stores are closed, I'm not able to get all the furniture and the things that I need in order to organize. And so it's just taking me so long. And it doesn't even feel as fun as it was when I started. Usually I love organizing and stuff, but it's not as fun when I feel like I'm stuck. Like I don't know what else to do because I've done everything I can with the furniture that I have, and everything that I've ordered isn't going to be here till the next month. And anyway, I know this is kind of a complainy video. It's kind of complainy. Sorry, you guys. Middle of pregnancy complaining video, I guess, is what we're doing today. But the point is, I'm just kind of in a rut. I don't know what to do. I think because I have so much to do too, still with my house, but I can't really do it. That's also kind of making me feel a little like stressed and non-content. So anyway, I think all those things combined, I'm just having kind of a rough mental week, if that makes sense. Just trying to get through this crazy time that we are living in and be pregnant at the same time. In one good sense of being pregnant right now is that I can't really go to the gym. I can't really go out and do stuff, and being pregnant, you kind of just want to lay around anyway. So in that way, I guess it's kind of a good thing because I've had a lot of rest time. But I don't know, I'm getting a little stir crazy, I think, because this week's just been kind of like that. So let's talk about some cravings. Still potatoes, okay? Cheesy potatoes, actually, like those funeral potatoes. I could eat those every day for every meal. I crave them all the time. Cheese and potatoes. I just want to eat it all the time. It's been this whole pregnancy, all I wanted is potatoes. Versions, just really ground beef. Doesn't sound good. Steak doesn't really sound good. So I guess beef. Just beef doesn't really sound good to me. Not that I won't eat it, but it just doesn't it just kind of grosses me out, especially ground beef. Right now, for some reason, burgers and stuff just sounds really gross, which a few weeks ago I really wanted that, so that's weird. And I'm still just not having a really big appetite. It's just the weirdest thing, because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I swear my appetite was times 100, and I just wanted to eat everything all the time. And I do have a small intestine bacterial overgrowth, which I feel got better when I was pregnant with my daughter. This pregnancy, I don't know, my stomach is just on one all the time. It hurts all the time. I am nauseous, and not nauseous to the point where I won't eat, but where it's I don't really look for food, when before my whole life I just love food and just want to eat all the time. So it's just a weird feeling. I just don't really have a big appetite, and it's just still the same. I know I've talked about that a lot this pregnancy, but I don't know, I just haven't had a big appetite with this baby for some reason. Now I'm still of course gaining weight, so I think I'm eating enough. I just have to remind myself to eat all the time and kind of force myself to eat. And I've been so exhausted this week, just so tired, and could just be my chronic illnesses. I always have chronic fatigue, and they're just acting up because I've been in this quarantine. I haven't been exercising as well. I haven't been eating as well. All of those same things combined, plus being pregnant and not sleeping well because of pregnancy. I've just been really exhausted and fatigued. Like I said, the stuff that I wanted to do organizing wise has taken me a lot longer than it maybe would have if I had a little more energy. But anyways, I've just been really tired. This pregnancy's definitely been harder than my daughter's. I swear I felt better when I was pregnant with her. This one I just feel worse. I think because I got my health to such a good place right before I got pregnant, that now it's just being pregnant, it just kind of brought it all back, and I'm just a little sick, but that's okay. Another symptom this week is the ladies. You know what I'm talking about? They have been a little painful this week. I didn't really have that at the beginning of my pregnancy, which I know a lot of people do, but it hasn't been that bad until just recently, and now they're so sore. So that's been fun, I guess. And then I've also had heartburn really bad. Lots of heartburn. It's pretty painful at night, especially, and it's funny because normally, I'm kind of a night nibbler. I like to kind of snack before bed, and I'm just always hungry, But like after dinner, like I'm just not hungry, and then I'll just get really bad heartburn before bed, so that makes me want to eat less. And so I'll just take like a Tums right before bed, and that's like my bedtime snack when I used to. Like I always had to eat something, like a little snack before bed to get me through to the morning. But I don't know, this baby just, I don't know, he doesn't like food as much as my daughter, which is funny because they always say the boys are bigger, and my stomach is ginormous, so I feel like he should like food because he's freaking huge. I think he's eating all of the food that I consume because he seems huge to me. I see other people at the same stage of pregnancy and I'm like, I look like I'm due tomorrow, and you look like I did when I was 12 weeks pregnant. Like if you watch my, I'll link it down below, but it's my 0 to 20 week like belly progression. You can see my belly start to come around 8 weeks. And by 10, 11 weeks, like it's 100% there's a belly there. And a lot of people don't even show till like 16 weeks and they have a tiny belly at that point. But mine has been ginormous this pregnancy. And one more kind of thing that has happened is I was supposed to have an appointment tomorrow at my 24 weeks for my doctor. And I was supposed to get the glucose test and do all of that fun stuff. But because of this virus thing, they're basically limiting anyone who's not high risk or not like an important, not like a super important appointment, basically. They're asking you to stay home and not come to your appointment. So I canceled my appointment and I won't do the glucose test until my 28th week of pregnancy. So that will be a little bit later than I was thinking it would be. So I'm just going to skip this 24 week. They're just basically doing every other one. And hopefully by the time we hit my 28th week pregnancy, pregnancy appointment? Sorry, brain fog. Once I hit that 28 week pregnancy appointment, I'm hoping by then that things will be kind of more back to normal so that I can finish out my pregnancy. I assume during the end of my pregnancy, they'd probably still see me pretty often. But it's kind of crazy that my next appointment will be at the 3rd trimester. So that's exciting. I guess that's a good way. I should just look positively that that's not too far away. My next appointment is at my 3rd trimester. So I just need to get out of this little slump. So hopefully this next week will be a little bit better mentally for me. But that's really everything I have for you. Like I said, the last few weeks, not a lot has happened. I'm just in that middle ground trying to get through this crazy time. And that is my whole pregnancy update. So if you want to see any of my other ones or any of the ones upcoming over the next however many weeks we keep this baby, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you want the previous ones, there's a link in the description below with my whole pregnancy playlist. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time.